Hey y'all, so today I have a short video for us to watch, and it's about a case of a young boy who died from pasteurized cheese being thrown at him. And this is a really fascinating video, and I got a lot to say about this, so let's start watching. And this is also from Dire Trip. I like watching this guy's videos, or I listen to him when I'm at work. Pretty entertaining.
Wow, this one definitely isn't a shooting. I guess you could make the argument that it involves some kind of projectile weapon. This story took place in Greenford, West London. There, Karanbir Cheema,
Man, God rest that boy's soul, but it's crazy what the average British person looks like now.
called Coroner for short, was
Also, looking at his face, like, what's going on here? What is going on here?
a 13-year-old boy that was allergic to basically everything.
Oh, it's just the angle. He doesn't look too bad.
He was allergic to eggs, nuts, wheat, gluten, pollen, and all dairy products.
So let me explain this. The reason why people have dairy allergies today is they're usually intolerant to the processing of the milk. The pasteurization and also the homogenization makes it extremely hard to tolerate. But another thing, and the reason why people can die from pasteurized dairy, and there has been many deaths from pasteurized dairy, and I'll talk about that a little later, but it's because these animals are fed extremely low quality diets. They're pumped full of drugs, steroids, hormones, whatever. They inject a shit ton of things in these animals. And then when you pasteurize it, you make these toxins even more available. So this is why people get sick from pasteurized dairy and can even die from it, because even if you had these low quality animals, their raw milk would still be safe to drink. It could cause some issues from some people because there is still like a small amount of these toxins are obviously still able to be digested and absorbed by the body. It's like I always talk about how when you eat fish raw, you absorb less of the heavy metals. It's the same thing with the dairy. When you pasteurize dairy, you make these toxins available. And when it comes to the wheat allergy, of course, I mean, wheat is toxic for all people. But especially the wheat we have today. I've mentioned before, the wheat today we have literally has Down syndrome. It has extra chromosomes. It has like significantly more chromosomes than the wheat humans used to eat. So, I mean, it's so fucking bad. And then the eggs, it's the exact same story as the dairy. These eggs that people get from the store are extremely low quality. And then you cook them and you make the toxins even more bioavailable, which then causes these problems because you're highly exposed to these toxins. And of course, toxins are going to give you an allergic reaction. And most often, allergic reactions are a defense mechanism from the body. Like the reason why, if you breathe in pollen, which by the way, pollen is also inherently toxic, but the thing is, allergies to it are the body's overreacting to it. And if the body doesn't have enough protective layers of fat and mucus, then you're highly exposed to this pollen. So whenever you breathe this shit in and your throat closes, it's a defense mechanism from the body trying to get you to stop consuming or exposing yourself to this toxic chemical. But it is an overreaction to the body. And of course he's allergic to nuts as well, because you know nuts are inherently toxic. They're full, I mean, you blend like 15 apple seeds and you can fucking leave this planet if you consume them. So let's continue.
On top of that, he also suffered from atopic eczema. One day,
the eczema is almost always a fat deficiency for sure. He needs to apply raw fat on his body, but it could also be like an overreaction to these toxins. You know, the body's not able to handle it, so your skin gets all fucked up and dry and shit because the body uses fat to protect itself.
in school, a 15-year-old boy decided to sit next to Karan. Karan told the older boy that he was allergic to the sandwich he was eating and asked him to move. So this boy decided to get back at him for making him move by throwing a piece of cheese at him from about a foot away. At their school, this kind of mild prank was very common, as it is for a lot of 8th graders out there. The cheese hit Karan in the neck, leading to him having a severe reaction. The boy
A lot of people have been dying from neck-related injuries these past couple of years. A little weird.
who threw it said that, while he knew Karan was allergic to dairy, he didn't know that cheese was dairy. He later said, "At the time I didn't know."
You can't blame a 12-year-old for that. Like, bro, school today is so horrible. They don't explain anything to you. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all that this boy truly didn't know cheese wasn't dairy.
No, dairy was cheese. Milk and yogurt, I would say that was dairy. I knew he was allergic to some things, like dairy and pollen. I knew he probably had more allergies, but I was only informed of the other ones. Karan went into anaphylactic shock and was taken into the school nurse's office. There, he was given some medication and treated with his inhaler and his EpiPen. There was a problem, though. While he had this EpiPen waiting for him at school, he hadn't needed it in quite some.
The crazy thing about epinephrine, it's literally adrenaline. They just inject you with adrenaline, and that'll keep your heart pumping, and it'll prevent these, you know, really bad symptoms. It's really wild how it works, how you can inject somebody with a toxin to prevent the other toxin from taking hold. It's fascinating stuff. This is the same reason why when people go into, like, people have really bad issues and they have to go to the ambulance or whatever, they inject you with a shit ton of salt because it acts like epinephrine. It acts like adrenaline. It makes your heart start fucking pumping like crazy.
Time, and it had gotten very old, leading to it being much less effective than it should have been. Soon after, Karan went into full-on cardiac arrest. Shortly after the paramedics arrived at
epinephrine really doesn't go bad though. Like I don't think there was any saving this boy. Like he clearly was very sensitive to these toxins. His body is probably super degenerated from the horrible diet that his parents ate and that he was given growing up. So I feel like there was no saving this boy, to be honest. Like, man, it sucks.
School, he was still gasping for air. Unfortunately, this ended very quickly after they arrived, as he soon lost the ability to breathe at all. He was taken to the Great Ormond Street Hospital and put into intensive care, but sadly he died only 10 days later when efforts to save him failed. He was diagnosed with post-cardiac arrest syndrome,
That boy got cardiac arrest from pasteurized cheese, dude.
leading to his parents making the difficult decision to pull the plug. In a court,
and considering it was a slice, it was probably like American cheese, like the Kraft singles. I'm sure the British people have their own version of that.
hearing, the boy who threw the piece of cheese profusely apologized to Karan's parents, saying, "I didn't mean any harm. I'm sorry for what I did." When asked by the coroner if he knew what kind of reaction someone could get from an allergy, he responded, "I thought maybe he would get a fever or a rash and miss school for a while. I didn't know it could lead to death." Karan's mom said that her son was very diligent about his medical conditions and was in good health when she saw him that morning.
Wow, she does look horrible. She looks horrible. Did you see those teeth? It was probably one of those cases of this boy was the final Pottinger's cat. Like, there was really nothing to do to save him. Obviously, you could give him, you know, put him on the primal diet, but these people, they'd never know about this.
Consultant at the hospital told her that it was extremely unlikely for mere skin contact with the food to cause a person to go into anaphylactic shock. Karan's mom said, in her 30 years in medicine, she was confident that a child wouldn't have an anaphylactic reaction with something going down his neck. Much of the same was...
Well, the skin is a mouth, so anything that's exposed to you via the skin is still consumed by the body. So it is not unlikely whatsoever that this cheese on his neck was absorbed by the skin enough where it gave him this allergic reaction.
Reiterated by a pediatric...
Oh, so this guy looks fried, man. Holy fuck. How do you even, like, look in the mirror and see this and not see that there's something wrong, dude?
allergy consultant named Dr. Adam Fox. He said, "Where this case is extraordinarily unusual is the nature of the event that led to the anaphylaxis. Because severe allergic reactions through skin contact are very, very uncommon indeed, and if it was skin contact alone that caused, in this case, fatal anaphylaxis, I believe that to be unprecedented. I have been unable to find any case reports. I've canvassed wildly around this and I'm not aware of any fatal case."
Yeah, so, I mean, the world is fascinating, man. There can always be these small cases that you just never expect, and this is one example of them, man. This poor boy passed away because somebody threw pasteurized cheese at him, bro. So don't be going around throwing pasteurized cheese at people, because this can happen, man. I'm telling you, pasteurized dairy is very toxic. People always ask me, "Oh, I'm on vacation. Can I drink pasteurized milk?" No, don't drink that shit, bro. Do not drink that shit. I'd rather you drink fucking orange juice. I'd rather you drink fucking pasteurized orange juice, bro. Pasteurized dairy is fucking risky as hell, man. Don't fucking drink any of that crap. Just drink water, bro. Straight up. Drink some fucking water. Don't drink pasteurized milk, bro. It's fucked up. There's this great website called realmilk.com that talks a little bit more about this, and they know 73 confirmed deaths from pasteurized milk and 0 confirmed deaths from raw milk. Now, they also have a raw milk finder, which is an excellent tool on this website, but I do think these numbers are slightly outdated in the fact that significantly more people have died from pasteurized milk. It's just, they always blame it on other things. For example, if that boy that died from the pasteurized cheese, they'll just blame it on his allergies, when obviously it was the pasteurized cheese that caused his fucking allergy. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that short video. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday, and a reminder, that I'm still going on with that competition thing. If you want to earn a quick, easy $40, post some clips from my YouTube channel on Instagram and TikTok. Make sure you tag me for Instagram at Resident Raw 2, for TikTok at Resident Raw, and the person with the post that has the most likes at the end of the month will be getting a nice $40 payment from me. So hey, I love you. Bye.